Why network marketing? This is such a misunderstood and yet such a beautiful industry. Why network marketing? I remember when I went to that very first presentation and I listened to a guy named Craig, and he talked about the freedom, he talked about all the different experiences he was having in life that I didn't have. And now, 20 years later, I can encapsulate for you why network marketing. I believe in my heart of hearts that network marketing is absolutely the finest way to move products to end-line users. I believe that network marketing, when its principles are properly applied, is the very best way to generate income. I believe that network marketing is the absolute best way to live. I believe those things, but what's the foundation for it? The foundation is simply this. There are 2 or 3 keys to this network marketing industry that I find absolutely beautiful. I first contemplate my successes in prior experiences. I was a stockbroker, and I was a successful stockbroker, and I contemplate my joy upon success when I would open a big new account. When I opened that big new account and I would celebrate, think for a moment at whose expense was the celebration. Did the account emerge from thin air, or did the account in fact come from somewhere else? When I got the account, someone lost the account. My every success was born of someone else's failure. Why network marketing? Because done correctly, my every success, your every success is born of someone else's success. Is it not clearly better? Why network marketing? I absolutely love this next beautiful principle. It's because we can recruit our way out of our own perceived weakness. Notice I choose my words carefully. We can recruit our way out of our own perceived weakness. Just last week, I met someone who said, "Randy, I think I'm too old." I said, "Well, I don't think you are, but if you think you are, sponsor someone who's younger." Just last week, I met someone who said, "Randy, I think I'm too young." He happened to be a 19-year-old. I met him in Israel. He said, "Randy, I think I'm too young." I said, "Well, I don't think you are, but if you think you are, sponsor someone who's older." I realized I had 2 choices. I realized I could go to school for 12 years and become a doctor, or I could go sponsor one. It's a beautiful thing to be able to recruit your way out of your own perceived weakness. Why network marketing? Network marketing because it's the very best way to move products to end-line users. Why network marketing? Network marketing because it's the best way to generate income. It's the best way to live. Why network marketing? Because it gives us a chance to recruit our way out of our own weakness. Why network marketing? Because this is an industry where when its principles are properly applied, our every success can be born of someone else's success. Why this industry? It's because someday, one day, finally, having correctly constructed an organization that consumes a product of value, our income can take on a life of its own. And I reflect back to that very first day, that very first moment of participation when I felt the glow, the rush of being in a room where people had freedom or they felt the hope of impending freedom. And I recall when Craig said these simple words. He said, "I can give you a chance to be able to work when you want." I didn't have that chance. I was a stockbroker. I worked when the market was open. In your current job, career, profession, or business, do you get to work when you want? I didn't then. I do now. I didn't get to work where I wanted. I was assigned by the firm where I would work. Do you get to work where you want right now? Man, I wish you could see where I work. I live in one of the most glorious, extraordinary places you can imagine. My office is in my home, and it is on the beach in Southern California. I work where I want, and I work when I want. When I travel internationally, I do it on purpose. It's because I want to meet you. I want to develop a relationship. Why network marketing? Because it grants us the chance to work someday, one day, not immediately, but when we want, where we want. This is a big one for me. I think back to my days in that financial services world. I didn't really have relationships. What I had was managed conflict. Why did I have managed conflict? Because I was in such intense competition with everyone else in the office. Today, it's very different. Today, I get to choose with whom I will work. Ask yourself that question. Do you get to choose with whom? I didn't. I didn't get to choose with whom I would work. Today, I do. It's all a volunteer. It's a volunteer service for me. I work with whom I want. I work when I want. I work where I want. And this is the real key. Today, I get to work if I want. Do you? Really and truly, no kidding? Do you get to choose if you will work? That was never going to happen for me if I'd stayed in my prior profession. I don't believe it ever would have occurred. But today, because of long years of success, because having come to learn and understand what the principles are that govern this industry, and then having found my way to this beautiful example of all of those elements, Monavie, I believe, is the single standalone entry in this industry. Having found my way to this company, what do I have and what do I want for you to have? The opportunity to work when I want, where I want, with whom I want. And what's that if? What's that about? Well, you see, someday, one day, if you do it well for a long enough period of time, you will no longer be dependent upon your weekly paycheck. I remember all those years that I worked for money. I remember all of those years that I worked for money. You probably work for money now. After years of success, I can finally share with you the freedom and the joy of no longer having to work for money. You see, after years and years of success, today money works for me. What a joy, what a pleasure, what a gift that is. How I so want you to experience it as well. I believe in my heart of hearts that network marketing is better. Not a little better, a lot better. And I believe within network marketing there's a standalone best company. I hope so much to help you, to guide you, to be a part of your journey from starting point to mid-level success to ultimate success in Monterey.